Beyond the Clef is presented by Director's Choice.
Hey everybody, this is Marcy Truby. I am here coming to you live from TMEA in San Antonio, and I want to welcome you to our first program of Beyond the Clef. This is our travel series. So you know Beyond the Clef because of our fantastic interviews with music educators, but we also want to talk about travel. And every good band director, choir director, performing arts director knows that to build a really good program, one of the great things to do is to incorporate travel into it. So we're going to bring you some exciting interviews, but I'm really excited today to be able to talk with Dan Stuby, who is the sales manager at Disney Youth Programs, and we are going to talk about one of the premier places to go take your kids, travel and perform, Disney parks. So welcome to our show,
Thank
Dan.
you so much, Marcy. It's great to be here.
This is awesome. This is awesome. So Dan, we've known you for a while, and we work with Disney parks a lot, and we really think that you have stellar programs going on for our kids. So tell us a little bit about Disney Youth Programs and what that is.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Well, Disney parks are kind of known and beloved worldwide as family-friendly destinations, places where the entire family can come and have fun together.
Yes.
And one of the things that's grown out of that passion for families has been a passion for youth groups that wants to come and visit and experience the parks, whether they're coming to perform and to share their musical expertise or their performance expertise, to learn from our professionals and workshops and educational experiences, to learn in field study programs throughout our parks, or to come for a fun visit or maybe a senior class celebration. Disney Youth Programs has really been built to serve those needs and to provide those inspiring and educational experiences for youth groups across the country and really around the world.
Yeah. So if you're a band director and you have your band and you decided on Disney, the kids are excited. What are the options for bands as far as programs?
Absolutely. Well, we have marches, and I think that's one of the things that we're really known for, and it's an amazing experience. One of the few places in the world where we can welcome a marching band any day of the year. And
yes.
You can march down Main Street, USA, and not only experience a Disney park as a guest, but become a part of the experience for our guests. And our students just give great feedback about that. I went through the program as a student.
Awesome.
I went through, and it's just there's no experience.
You're in the band.
Like it. I was in the band.
You played what?
I played saxophone.
Played saxophone.
And then I came as a choir student as well, so I got to kind of see both sides of it.
Awesome.
But we have those marches, our marches at the Magic Kingdom and Epcot at Walt Disney World, and march in Disneyland Park at Disneyland Resort in California. We have stage performances for stage ensembles if you're looking to bring a concert ensemble, or orchestras, dance groups, choirs as well. And then we also have the educational workshops, which take the students behind the scenes into our professional studio facilities where they get to work with our professionals and learn from the Disney way.
Yeah, and Disney is kind of the premier when you're thinking about performance, and these kids having that opportunity to perform at Disney and be mentored by some of the people that you bring in to work with them. That's got to be such a life-changing experience for these kids.
We're really, really fortunate to have some amazing clinicians and educators too that have professional credits and have that Disney experience, who are passionate about inspiring the next generation of musicians and leaders in the world. And so it's a really fulfilling responsibility for us.
Yeah. Well, here at Director's Choice, we kind of have, we cover all the performing arts. And so recently we've started to really work with a lot of dance groups. Dance groups are so much fun, and we're having such a great time with them. What about dance groups? Are there options to fit them?
Absolutely. We absolutely have options. Our Disney Dancing Workshop at Walt Disney World is hugely popular and allows them to learn from one of our dancers who has professional Disney experience. They can bring that knowledge back and inspire them. They can perform at Disney Springs at Walt Disney World. They can also perform at Disneyland in both of our parks there, as well as take our our Dance 101 and 201 workshops at Disneyland Park. And there are several other options for them as well. If they want to do more audition focused, we have those type of programs available. If they're looking to hone their skills and kind of get ready to go out into the world and become professional dancers, we have those types of preparatory experiences as well.
And how about acting students? Or do you
Yes.
have programs that would fit them?
Yeah, that's something that's relatively new to our series of programs, and we absolutely do at Walt Disney World in Florida, but especially we're growing a lot of our theatrical programs at Disneyland in California.
Right.
So in
right.
addition to acting programs, we have musical theater workshops at both destinations, and we have even improv workshops, costuming and puppetry
Yeah.
workshops. So we can work with the technical theater students as well, the students that are behind the scenes in the school, and show them some of the ways we do things at Disney, and help to educate them on the options that may be available to them when they choose to go on in their career, should they choose to go on in their career.
Yeah.
They don't have to be performers. They can go into other branches and perhaps be sitting here like you or I one day working with music educators.
Yeah, that's awesome. We have these fantastic books that you've given to us here at Director's Choice, and we are happy to share those with any of our clients that are interested. But there are pages and pages and pages of these workshops. Specifically, you do things specifically for show choirs, specifically for different kinds of musical, instrumental pieces. Like you said, the backstage, the acting. It's just a full array, and so that's fantastic. In addition to that, you also have leadership programs that I know some of our band and performing arts groups that go may not be thinking about a leadership program, but tell us a little bit about those.
Absolutely. So, well, whereas our Disney Performing Arts workshop experiences take the students into a backstage studio to learn from a Disney professional, our youth education series programs really use the park as a classroom. These are educational field study programs where our students are walking the parks with a guide who's trained and specially trained to deliver our Disney message and kind of teach the Disney way to these youth through the park, using the classroom as their guide. So the students are able to learn principles of Disney leadership and then see those in action in our cast members in the parks. Really a unique way to take the fun and excitement of the parks and apply it to something that they can use in everyday life.
And we've had a few groups that have gone, they've done a parade or a workshop, and then they send a smaller group, maybe they're seniors or maybe they're freshmen, to go do a leadership program. And so it's just a wonderful opportunity for these kids to get a little bit of a different feel from Disney also. So not just the music, but to learn about leadership. And who better to learn that from than Disney and the Disney way, right?
Absolutely. And we have, we're really fortunate to work with several groups that have that same passion that you're describing. We see senior class groups that will come do it. So if the entire band or choir is coming and the band or choir director wants to specialize a program just for the seniors, maybe as they're getting ready to go to college, they may take that program. It could be for the honors students or any kind of group that you want to call out. It's a great fit for them. And then we also have youth groups that come, and that is the primary purpose of their trip.
Right.
We have science programs, we have humanities programs, a full complement of offerings within the youth education series to serve those groups.
That's awesome. So I'm a director. Disney is where I want to go. I've looked through the book. I want to do a parade or a work with a clinician. How do I do that?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing to do is to call Director's Choice, right?
Call us, yes.
And you can help them through it. We have a great partnership with you at Director's Choice. We appreciate your partnership in helping us to serve the groups and really make it a seamless experience.
Yes.
So the first call is to you, and then Director's Choice, of course, your team can point the directors to our Disney Youth website or to our Disney Performing Arts application to complete the application. We accept applications 1 year prior to the group's arrival. And I'll tell you, the programs have become really popular over the years, especially during those spring break times when a lot of groups are wanting to come. So we encourage groups to apply as close to 1 year prior as possible. You can submit the application. There's no fee to apply. There is an audition required, so you'll submit a video as well as a photo of your costume for any of our stage performances or marches. And then you'll hear from our Disney Performing Arts pre-production team to move the process forward from there. When it comes closer, when it comes time for your group to arrive, the director, I should say, will be contacted by our Disney Performing Arts team to just ensure that we have everything set for your arrival. At the same time, our team will be working with your travel planner, Director's Choice, ensure that you have your tickets and everything set for a seamless experience when you visit the parks.
Awesome. So apply with your Director's Choice travel manager. Do it as quickly as soon as you make a decision that you want to go, let's get your application in. A year in advance is not too early to, especially spring break or some of these special times.
Yes, that's exactly right. And if you're a director who has some flexibility in your travel schedule, that can be a huge help to you in getting your first choice dates and times for the performances or workshops that you're looking for. So if you're able to come in the middle of the week, or if you're able to come on a time when maybe other schools in the area aren't traveling for whatever reason, all the better to you. You'll find more availability within our programs, and perhaps shorter lines and smaller crowds in the parks as well.
Yes. Well, along with going to do a program with your band or choir or orchestra, you also get to go to Disneyland or Disney World. There is also a vacation around this. So let's talk a little bit about each of the parks and what's new, what's going on, what's exciting for the kids to do at each of the parks.
Absolutely.
Want to start with Orlando?
Wonderful. Okay. And we have 3 hours to discuss this, right?
Everything new going on in Orlando.
I tell you, there is a lot happening and a lot that's we're really excited about. At Magic Kingdom Park in Orlando, of course, that's the original park, and it's the park that everybody knows with Cinderella's Castle as its focal point.
Yes.
We have a relatively new nighttime spectacular called Happily Ever After, which is really putting a nice end to that park experience. There are some new attractions coming at Magic Kingdom Park, so we're excited to see those happening. One of the big things that everybody's really, really excited about, you've probably heard of it before, is Star Wars Land, and that's coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios Park. We're looking at probably late 2019 for that opening. Haven't announced a date just yet, but we're really excited. Of course, Star Wars is just a beloved brand. There's so many really great stories that exist in the Star Wars realm that we're now able to bring into the parks, and we're really excited to share that with our guests in late 2019. If your groups are coming in 2018, in summer of 2018, they may be among the first to experience the Toy Story Land that's also coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios Park. We're excited about that. You'll be shrunk to toy size and going right in with Andy's friends and all of some of our other Pixar friends as well in that park. At Epcot, of course, you have the classic attractions in Future World that have been there since, some of them have been there since 1982, as well as the World Showcase, which is just a rich celebration of world cultures and the exciting nighttime spectacular illuminations. We have some new and exciting things coming there in a couple of years. There's a new attraction coming to us actually from our partner park in Disneyland Paris, a Ratatouille themed attraction. Yes.
Okay.
That's coming to the France Pavilion at Epcot. We have a Guardians of the Galaxy themed attraction that's coming to the Future World area. So again, if you're coming in the next few years, these are things that you can start to get excited about. We're looking a little bit later for those. Those will come after Star Wars Land. And then our
Pandora.
And Pandora. I kind of saved one of my most exciting things for last.
Pandora.
We opened Pandora, the world of Avatar, last summer at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. And it's I'm really so excited to be a part of this company and just so amazed at what our Imagineers who designed these offerings were able to create. You're able to ride on the back of a Banshee through the lush rainforests of Pandora and really feel like you're a part of it in a way that our guests have never been able to experience before. So that's one attraction in a 14-acre themed land that just puts you right in the floating mountains of Pandora, and it's been amazing. So
that's awesome.
If you haven't come, you need to come down and see.
I think the word that just always comes to mind is immersive. I think if you haven't experienced Disneyland, Disney World, you just don't understand what that means. That from the time you get into line until the time you're done with the ride, you are fully immersed in that world. And I haven't had the chance to visit Pandora, but I'm going to. I'm looking forward to it. But I can imagine that, like you said, you ride on the back of a Banshee, you just really are immersed in that whole thing.
It's something that's been really well received by our guests, and it's really exciting. I think when you think about Disney, it has a different meaning for every person. For me, it was all about, as a child, coming and experiencing this place, this kind of suspension of reality, where my entire family could enjoy this experience together and create these memories together. And it's so exciting that we're seeing that happen each and every day with youth groups and what we do in our roles. I didn't talk about Disneyland in California.
Well, let's talk about Disneyland. What's going on? The original, the classic.
That's
I
right.
love Disneyland.
That's right, the original. Of course, Walt's original vision, it opened in July of 1955, is still kind of a beacon for us and something that we're really proud of. I'm fortunate to be very close to that resort. That's where I'm located, and you still feel Walt's presence when you walk through the parks and
Yeah.
experience the nostalgia of those attractions. We have our own Star Wars land coming at Disneyland Park in 2019. Probably open a little bit earlier than Walt Disney World, probably sometime in the summer. The exact date will be announced relatively soon. This year, we're already working on some new enhancements to Disney California Adventure Park, which is the park just right across the Esplanade from Disneyland Park. And we're reimagining the Paradise Pier section of the park, which formerly kind of gave you this nostalgic sense of a boardwalk in like the 20s or 30s. We're now turning it into all Pixar. So it's going to be a celebration of all things Pixar back in that area of the park. And we have a California Screamin' Roller Coaster.
With the loop.
With the loop. That's the one.
Is it one loop or two loops?
It's one loop, but it's a big loop.
It's a big loop. It is. It is.
And so it's going to be themed to The Incredibles. We're calling it The Incredible Coaster.
Yes, The Incredibles.
The Incredicoaster, I'm sorry. And so
Incredicoaster.
Yes,
maybe it's
Incredicoaster.
a Disney, right?
Just really a lot of excitement and growth coming to both parks. It's a really exciting time to be a part of Disney and to come visit Disney for the first time or again.
For the first time or the 10th time, it's always something new and amazing, and there's always something fantastic to see. Yeah. Well, thank you, Dan, for being here today to chat with us about all things Disney. When you think Disney, you think performance and music and costumes, and that's what our clients are all about. So we are really honored to be able to send so many groups to you and have all of these students experience the magical world that is Disney. So thanks for being with us today on our first podcast. Our travel series. We look forward to working with you much more in the future, and we look forward to sending our groups to see you in either California or Orlando and experiencing some Disney magic of your own. Thanks for joining us.